we want to turn to perhaps the most complex aspect of dealing with menopause, and that is learning how to cope with it physically and emotionally. Joining us now is Kathi Lewis-Perton. She's come to our show today to share her own personal experience about menopause. Welcome, Kathi. So may I ask you, how old are you and how did menopause affect your life?
I'm happy to tell you I'm 56 years old, and I actually started menopause with very severe hot flashes, inability to sleep. It was devastating to me because I was involved in a career where I was in the public. I was a makeup artist, actually, and the hot flashes really, truly got in the way. I also was suffering from the insomnia. It affected my relationships, and it was a horrible experience for me. My husband wouldn't want to touch me because I was so wet. And I would pull back from other people myself because I was going through the flashes.
But it sounds like the symptoms are not just physical. In Kathy's case, they sounded social, but also emotional symptoms happen.
Well, you have to remember that this is a transition from the reproductive cycle to the end of that part of a woman's life. And for some women, this is a very difficult time. Especially the hot flashes can be socially inhibiting, and they affect sleep, which can affect the way you feel about yourself and how you carry on in your daily life.
And Kathi, tell me about the treatment that you ultimately followed.
It was a hormone treatment, and it was very successful for me. It helped the flashes, the hot flashes, not completely. There was this subtle, a little bit lingering. My feelings about myself improved. And quite honestly, it wasn't until I went off to a party, a family get-together in December, and they all had heard and talked about what was going on in the media, and they told me, you must go off it, you must not be on hormone therapy, and being the person that I am, easily influenced, I went off hormone therapy. And I went off from December of 2006 until April, because having gone off of it, I had the hot flashes again, my sleep was interrupted, and emotionally I was a wreck.
So what would be your advice to women who are watching the show now and may be thinking about menopause or suffering from the symptoms?
I would definitely say to research, talk to other women, and by all means discuss it openly with your physician to find out what treatment is best for you, and not be afraid to try hormone therapy.
And Trudi, as a professional in this field, what would your advice be?
Well, this is a good example of why in some cases it's best not to listen to your family, but to talk to your doctor or nurse practitioner about the best treatment options. Families are well-meaning, but they don't always have the best advice, especially about menopause.
Well, I want to thank you, Kathi, so much for sharing your personal story with our audience. Thanks for being here, and thank you, Trudi. Coming up next, learn about a unique, innovative, and informative online resource where you can get facts about menopause, its symptoms, treatment options, and much more. Stay with us.